Hey, welcome to my Premier League Matchday 3 predictions. Please like, share and follow. I'd like to add, before I get into my predictions, that I am, if not the biggest, one of the biggest YouTubers locally who do Premier League predictions, and probably the only or one of the biggest in the south of England who do Bundesliga predictions for YouTube. Also, I'd like to say that in the UK, well, the Premier League, let's say anyway, the football is the best in the world. The atmosphere definitely is not. If you look at the Bundesliga and France and Norway and Turkey and so on, they've got Pyro. They've got the best tifo. You don't get any of that in England. And all this health and safety overhype, paranoid stuff is crazy when you see how people can actually have fun in Europe. Hey, on to the predictions then. Starting Saturday lunchtime with Arsenal against Brighton. Well, Arsenal last weekend won at, which was last season, one of the toughest grounds to go to, and it probably yet will be this season as well. But Arsenal won 2-0 there last weekend, and I predicted Arsenal to win 3-1. So I got the 2-goal gap right. But yeah, anyway, Arsenal against Brighton. I think Brighton will give a bit of a fight. Brighton nicking it against Man United and winning comfortably against Everton. They'll still have the confidence. Brighton's new manager is going to do wonders for them this season. So I'm going to say Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. On to Brentford against Southampton. Last weekend, Brentford went to Anfield, a very tricky fixture for anyone. And then this weekend, we've got Southampton, who lost 1-0 at home last weekend to Nottingham Forest. I think Brentford will nick it at home, to be honest. I think Southampton will make it a game. But my prediction is Brentford 2, Southampton 1. On to Everton against Bournemouth. Bournemouth did well last weekend to draw against Newcastle. Though Newcastle were poor. Points at home against Newcastle, whoever you are, is a good point. Bournemouth go to Goodison Park. Brighton walked it there. I think Bournemouth will win there. My prediction is Everton 0, Bournemouth 2. On to Ipswich Town against Fulham. This is at Portman Road. Their second home game at Portman Road. The first one they lost to Liverpool 2-0. They got to make Portman Road a fortress, especially with the signings they've made this season. Fulham, at home, I can see them doing well. They did well last weekend, 2-1 against Leicester. On the road, I think they'll pick up wins when we don't expect it. And they'll be safe anyway. But I do predict a bit of a surprise here. Probably the surprise of the weekend. Ipswich 2, Fulham 1. On to Leicester against Aston Villa. I think Leicester will do well at home this season. I mean, they'll probably drop quite a few points, but they'll make teams fight at their ground. And so I think they'll make Villa fight. I think Villa will have the class, though, and the difference between those two. So therefore, my prediction is Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2. Especially with Watkins in the attack. Nottingham Forest against Wolves. Wolves got destroyed by 4 goals by Chelsea last weekend. I predicted 3-0 Chelsea. I don't think anyone predicted 6-2. So I think Wolves are really going to be having a tough run this season. Especially with how many good players they've lost and not replaced. Nottingham Forest have got a few good signings. They've got quite a decent side. And they won 2-1 at Southampton last weekend. So this is at home. I actually think Nottingham Forest win and have a clean sheet. But not by 1. Nottingham Forest 2, Wolves 0. On to West Ham against Man City. Well, we know what Man City did to Ipswich last weekend, but to be fair, Ipswich gave them a good game. Well, despite losing, they at least didn't get thrashed, is what I mean. I think West Ham would be a tough place to go this season with Fulkrug and co. Yeah, you got someone like Fulkrug and you got Bowen and so on. It's gonna be a tough place, and obviously Rice. So Rice, not Rice. Ward-Prowse for me. Sorry, Ward-Prowse. So yeah. I think it's gonna be West Ham 1, Man City 3, but it's not going to be easy for a team to go to the London Stadium and win by 2 goals, whatever the score. So yeah. On to the Sunday game, starting with Chelsea against Crystal Palace. Will Chelsea be so confident after doing what they did to Wolves, and they'll be off to Switzerland for the Europa Conference League second leg? Then the focus will be on this one. I think Chelsea are going to win. I think that Stamford Bridge, they're going to be harder to play this season. And I think Crystal Palace, after their last weekend's defeat to West Ham, they're going to be not very confident, despite however they got on in the League Cup against some team in another division. No disrespect to anyone outside the Premier League. But yeah, I think Chelsea are going to win 3-1. 3-1 Chelsea. Newcastle against Spurs. This is going to be the game of the weekend, I think. I think it's going to be very... I mean, Man United, Liverpool, historically and probably in the way of popularity would be the bigger game. But I don't know it would be as close as this, to be fair. Newcastle struggled at Bournemouth, but they're at home now. They have to be at best at home. Spurs beat Everton 4-0, so they're going to have confidence. I'm going to predict a 4-goal thriller. Newcastle 2, Spurs 2. And on to Old Trafford for the last game of the weekend. Man United against Liverpool. Man United, of course, lost to Brighton in an added-on time at the Amex last weekend. Liverpool beat Brentford 2-0. I think Liverpool had the better of Man United. Okay, they've got a new manager, but Man United got the same problems. Man United 0, Liverpool 2. And that is my Premier League predictions. Please like, share and follow. But for now, I'm out. Thanks. Bye.